Episode 12 Recap. The morning after begins tonight. The evening at Brannock Tor continued under the shadow of the troops' controversial performance. While Ausonia and Quaid slept off the previous night's festivities, Alamora and Pholus confronted the bard Heracred, demanding he stop portraying Ausonia in a less than flattering light. When words failed, Pholus threatened the troops' wagon, prompting the performers to draw steel before cooler heads prevented bloodshed. Though the confrontation ended peacefully, the damage to the town's mood, and potentially Brannock Tor's reputation, had already been done. Back at the keep, the party debated the consequences of the encounter. Aranthor, Zara, and Griffith stressed the importance of diplomacy and public perception, while Pholus remained unconcerned. To help mend relations with the settlers, Ausonia and Zara spent the day visiting homes and handing out pies, while Pholus oversaw repairs to the fortress, and Quaid worked alongside the craftsmen, restoring tools and equipment. Griffith, Aranthor, and Zara also hunted to provide fresh meat for the growing settlement, continuing Griffith's efforts to make hunting part of the local traditions honouring Dianthos. Later that day, Ausonia received an urgent summons from the Drow Father in Caer Lornach, delivered through a magical conch shell. After discussing their options, the party decided to leave Brannock Tor in Maven's capable hands and make the journey south by road. Upon arriving in Caer Lornach, only Ausonia and Alamora were invited into a private meeting with Lord Duskwood. He revealed the true consequences of the confrontation with Heracred. The famed bard was threatening to withdraw his generous support of the Church of Iomedae in Rathglenshire, creating political and economic complications that could ripple across the region. Duskwood urged the cousins to repair the relationship and reminded them that diplomacy should often be left to their seneschal, Maven. He also agreed to discreetly help smooth tensions by speaking with Heracred himself. After relaying what they had learned, the party resolved to seek out the bard, make amends, and prevent a single heated moment from becoming a lasting stain on Brannock Tor's future. As plans were laid for the journey north, one thing became clear. Building a settlement would require far more than strong walls. It would require careful stewardship of its reputation. Episode
Okay, there we go. We have killed the music. We are back live once again for more Kingdoms of the Shattered Crown. So if you were paying attention in the very beginning portion of this episode, or if you need to go back and check it out for the first 3 or so minutes, the game recap happens there, so you can go back and check it out at any point in time. So that means we get right into character, and I will let you guys decide what you are doing first. It is the next day. You have stayed at the inn there in Kaer Lornock, rising to the crowing of, I was going to say ravens, of roosters first thing in the morning.
I think we wanted to visit Lady Sarantis.
And keep
Perhaps
her
we should-
appraised.
Perhaps we should have breakfast first, and maybe see when she's available.
Okay.
I will send a messenger
Okay.
to see when is convenient for us to visit her.
Erase 2 copper pieces because it's
Okay.
that expensive. You find somebody like a stable hand or somebody at the inn there. They will go and run your message and return hopefully with a reply.
Hey.
Whilst all of you go and get brekkie. That's what I'm looking for here.
I don't eat oatmeal. Just give me the oats.
Strap on the feed bag.
Just oats, please.
That would look weird. Like, is your friend okay? He's asking for a feedback.
He likes to not use his hands. He likes a hands-free breakfast.
Hey, Bolus, you need that feedback set up? Because, I could put some extra oats in there for you. So you guys are at the Laurel in Standard. So first thing, if you're looking for just food in general, they have on tap basically rosemary lamb stew. They have honeyed wine and imported olive oil dishes. You could of course just get like a standard tack, which is a little bit of mashed potato, perhaps potato cakes, some gravy and perhaps some juice.
Zara will get a spread.
Okay.
She'll just get a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Oh, she's gonna lubega it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Mambo number 5.
Mambo number 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Instead of women, she's doing a little bit of this from every little menu piece. So why don't you drop down 4 silver total for everything?
Will do.
And so obviously there is a bit of everything out there. There is some lamb stew out there if anybody wants to partake. Obviously the honeyed wine is there. Imported olive oils. Also there is like some toast, of course some potato cakes, some veggies, first thing. And we'll see if there's also like some sausage links.
Nice. I tip him a gold.
Jeez. You know that was more than what the food cost altogether, right? I mean,
you haven't even been awake for an hour yet, and you're blowing through your coin.
Hey, it is happier with them than it was with me. What's the big deal?
no big deal. I'm sure they're very happy. You're fine.
Yeah. If I made their day, it was worth it.
I think you made their year. I think that was their whole pay for the week.
Yeah.
Hey, even better.
It's more than that. A gold coin, depending on where you're at, like a gold coin will go at least like half the year, like 6 months, perhaps more.
Dang.
Depending on where you're at and what it is you're doing.
And how many times Aranthor has come to town?
Well, there's that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
you may luck out and look, particularly homely 2 times when he's in town, and wind up with 2 gold. But everybody is eating at this point. Kind of quiet in the tavern. Right now, it looks like they've got some staff members off to the side going through and getting clean linen together from obviously your rooms and
Housekeeping.
other rooms, making sure that they have stuff to clean and then linen to replace.
So while we're at the table, Zara, in between bites of like a sweet of some sort,
Sure.
she'll just kind of look around to Folis and to everybody that's there. So we want to talk about what happened last night. I mean, the whole bar, we kind of need to plan to meet him, right? We're going to try to intercept him.
That is the idea.
Because that was bad. That was bad.
What was bad about last night?
It's really, really bad.
Well, telling someone they can't sing songs about somebody is
That
basically.
was a couple of nights ago.
That
Oh,
was
sorry.
a week ago. Are you still on that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was bad. Anyway, no, we're still gotta. She takes another bite.
Well, I think the plan is just to catch up with him and then have Esonia talk with him and figure out what the. I think the more we try to plan, we don't really know what he wants. Does he just want an apology? Like, I think clearing the air would be the best.
I think just wanting to, like you said, to clear the air and just know that the intention wasn't to insult him, or anything. I mean, this is what he does. He tells stories about people, and it's
Yeah.
part of it. So
And that's why I think if we can just catch up with him and Asonia, I think this is something that Asonia will have to leave to her because we don't know this guy. And I think once they're on the same page and are friends again, then we can have a clearer picture of how to repair this divide.
well,
Yes, essentially yes.
Yeah, because you're not. Do you hate this man, or is he just a friend who is drifted off?
I don't hate him. I don't love the image that he's putting out of me, but I don't know that it's actually doing any harm. Just seems so frivolous and
I mean, it's
ridiculous.
easy to feel insulted about dirty songs about yourself. I mean, you're either gonna laugh or cry at it. You might as well just laugh at it.
And if it does
Other
bother
people
you,
are.
if it does bother you, I think you should bring that up with him. But if he is your friend, he will understand why this might be considered, not so flattering. But I think if we approach it as a group, it's going to appear like we're ganging up on him.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And it's not going to go well. I believe before we can break bread, we must find common ground, or else the table leans too much on any one side.
With the little bit of background info we've gotten, his act comes across as jilted lover to me.
Were you, well, perhaps this is inappropriate, but was that your relationship with this guy?
No, it was never so explicit.
Pretty sure he wishes it was.
Well, I suppose that's another thing we ought to talk about.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this is something we can smooth over, especially if he is giving to all of these charities. Is this common for people like this to be so smitten and heartbroken to also be philanthropists?
I really don't know many bards, so I couldn't say.
Did he know who you followed?
Yes.
Well, Then we know why he's taking the coin away now, don't we?
Definitely seems to be related. But as you said, hopefully we can clear up the misunderstanding and prevent further harm.
We're obviously all going to travel together to get there. But Lady Asonia, what do you want us to do, if anything, while you're talking to the bard?
Suppose you can see if there's anything that needs doing around the town.
You mean where we finally catch up with him?
Yes. So do you have any other thoughts?
One of my goals on this trip is to look for ancient records of the different gods represented by the temple ruins in our area and the other gods associated with that pantheon. Which, Jerome, to ask, how old is this settlement we're in now? Like general age-wise?
Well, Carolornock is a reestablished city, so it's really old.
So there's
You don't know specifically, but that was something I mentioned, like when you first got here, that it was built on the ruins, obviously, of another culture. And you guys have had enough hints so far to get a good feel that it's easily several hundred years old. As to the exact date, no, not sure. It would require more research.
But we could reasonably assume it's old enough to have ties to the previous cultures that our temple ruins are attached to.
Yeah, potentially. Mm-hmm.
So I intend to seek out records of who these gods in the represented pantheon is.
Have you already been to the Great Library here in Carolornac?
No, we just got here.
You should go there before we take off. I've been there. Good info.
That's certainly a good idea.
Quaid shows the little button he got for, checking in and checking out his books.
If he gets 4 more of those, he'll get a personal pan pizza. No.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
If we're going to be
Book it
chasing this
program.
bard settlement to settlement, I figure we can stop and look for records at each one.
Yeah. Might as well take advantage of the situation.
When were we planning on heading out to the next settlement?
Jerome, do we know how far it is?
You do. It is about 4 days travel from here.
Oh, okay. Then why don't we say that we'll leave tomorrow morning? So we'll spend the day here, resupply, catch up with anyone that we need to speak to, maybe put out some feelers for recruiting, and then do more of that on our way back. Does that sound all right?
I think we'll probably have better luck after we clear up the...
Of course.
Yeah, just because I think if rumors are traveling fast, we might be hard pressed if people are already aware of the kerfuffle that happened before. But yeah, I think leaving tomorrow sounds good. Let's nip this in the butt.
We need to recruit soldiers, yeah? You think we can not recruit soldiers to stand against the orc threat because a bard came through and said we're mean? These people will not defend their home because of this man?
Are we going like? Well, is the
I
question?
don't know if I take it that far.
Are we recruiting for people to give their lives out of the kindness of their heart, or are we paying people?
Well, we are establishing the keep, yeah? We are rebuilding it. It needs to be
Yeah.
manned
Mm-hmm.
with
Yes.
soldiers.
Yeah. Do you think soldiers only soldier? They have other things that they do. They like music. They like leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that the soldiers want Brannock Tar to be their home. It's where they'll live. And if they don't like it, they'll stay where they're at and defend that home instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it worth their while, like
So
live up to the promise.
you think this thing is so powerful that people will not defend their home?
Well,
No,
they'll
we-
defend their home, but we've got to convince them to come with us to Brannock
make it their
Tar to
home.
make it their home.
If they leave Brannock Tor undefended, then the orc hordes can come through, and it is a choke point.
Sure.
That is defending their home. They're defending Kaer Lornock by being at Brannock Tor.
And how are you going to convince them that they should be on the front lines of this place if there is not the look right now is that Brannock Tor is ruled by people that are very thin-skinned.
Sensitive, yeah.
Yeah, and we need to convince them that that is not the case. There was a misunderstanding. It is a good place to live. We are not in disfavor with our neighbors and apparently very philanthropic bard types. But I would not want to live in a place that has a bad reputation of
Censoring.
it's censoring, but also if problems have to be worked out with violence or shouting, then that seems like more tyrannical. It just we are doing
We're trying to be diplomatic about it. We
Soldiers
know.
never
We
handle their
get it.
problems that way.
Yeah. What was the name of the place that was ruled in tyranny recently and also just fell apart? Begins with an H.
Theria?
Theria. Yes, there we go. Theria. We do not want to be. We want to be better than Theria.
I think we would be hard pressed to be worse.
Well, but we need to convince other people that that is the case, though.
Well,
we should lead. We're just leading by example. Okay, all we got to do is put our best foot forward. People see that, and let our actions speak for themselves. I mean,
yeah, no,
I think they would come if we put gold forward.
I don't want to buy loyalty. I want to just make sure that people know that we're honest, that we don't have these certain restrictions. I just look, it's a new thing here. We're still trying to figure it out. So
then you need a good bard to extol your virtues and rouse the people.
How fragile these cities are. This is why I do not like the cities.
well, you're here now though, and we appreciate it. So
No, you
adapt.
Do-
Adapt.
Do they not have politics in the Fey Court?
I do not. Well, hang on. I have to remember what my character doesn't remember. I don't know. I do not remember.
Nor do I. I mean, it's been several decades at this point, so it's...
Yeah. Either way, in 5 days' time, this will be behind us, and then we will be well on our way back home.
Well, I'm ready to do this. I guess I better go get some stuff for 4 or 5 days, or roll the trip back potentially, huh?
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, potentially 8 or 9 days travel before we return.
Good thing I can turn into something that doesn't require me to sit on a horse all day. Gosh.
Your estimate also depends on how quickly the bard leaves the next settlement.
Well, wasn't
That is true.
the Drow father going to send him word that we were coming to meet him? So he should be.
It's assuming that he agrees to meet with us. But perhaps if the Drow father agrees.
Love the fact that you guys
Uh,
just go with it. And he's the
I
Drow
mean,
father.
I love
I'm-
the name. Honestly,
I'm on notes right now, so I don't have my I don't want to like flip through my notebook because I'm too busy typing stuff. So I'm like, what's his name? Drawfather. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't just tell us to call him the Godfather.
Yeah.
But like, he's
Right.
not our Godfather.
I mean, he's not
Even
our
though
Drow father either.
He was. No, that's true. He was very familiar in the last
Well,
episode.
he did make us an offer that we could not refuse. It was too good.
In any case, hopefully, if
Duskwood, that's his name.
Duskwood,
Yep. Lazarus Duskwood. Shelley's in the
yes.
chat.
It's got such a-
hi.
Usually.
Hey, Shelly.
If Duskwood sends word to Heracred, and Heracred does not want to see us, then hopefully Duskwood would let us know before we set out. So
Yeah.
I think we can assume until we hear otherwise.
Yeah. Let us go meet with Lady Serentis.
I'm familiar enough with the bard to be able to message him directly with divine aid.
Ooh.
If you wish to send a message more directly.
I don't know what I would say that I have not already said in my message, except just to confirm that he would stay put until we can meet.
It is an option. If you have something you wish to say directly, I can send it.
That is amazing. Can you believe this guy? He gets more awesome every time I see him. Have you always been able to do this, my friend?
Since we have met, yes.
Ah, man, I have not been paying
Wow.
attention. As the maze with your cooking. This stuff is good, but this guy.
There's nothing I do. It is a gift granted by Dianthos. So give her the praise, not me.
I can praise you
Gifts
both.
from gods. Yes, I look down. I know.
The runner comes back. And he comes running and he's like out of breath. Looks like he's been sprinting. And he says, "Message for you, milady."
And then he gets shot with an arrow.
Message for you, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad, guys.
I will take the message. Well, I'll give him another coin.
Okay. So he takes a
and-
moment to like regain his breath, and he says, Lady Serentis
And-
will see you later today. She said midday."
Very well. Have you had breakfast?
There's
No,
plenty.
I've still been busy, my lady. Running your errands
Please
and then
take-
doing linen.
Please take a moment to rest and regain your strength. You're welcome to share in our meal.
Absolutely.
And so he
She pushes a
pauses
tray
real
towards
quick
him.
and looks to the his boss behind the bars sort of thing, and she just kind of does like one of those. You guys have spent plenty of money here, so she's fine with it. Just as long as it's not too long. She gives him that look, like don't abuse it sort of thing. So he quickly sits down and he starts to scarf and then pauses, and then and then like looks at the tableware and whatnot, and then he starts trying to awkwardly hold it to consume the food.
He's never used a fork before. Okay.
Yeah, no. Usually just like a spoon or just getting it straight from a
Hey.
bowl.
Wow.
God gave you fingers for a reason. You can still use them.
Phalanges.
There's silverware on this table.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Aaron Thor's like, what was I thinking? Starts giving that away.
He's probably been using like a spoon that he has. It's like the Simpsons joke. He carved it himself from a bigger spoon.
Nice.
So, but at any rate, so yeah, he comes back, lets you know it's set for midday, and in that particular moment, there we go. 1 second. Let me do this instead. There. Why does it come up as a problem? Whatever. Boop. So at any rate, some of you might recognize this person as a very armored-looking individual comes walking in. The armor obviously comes with not only like thick plating, but also some ornate designs into the armor. A very holy warrior-ish, probably somewhere between a cleric and a paladin of some kind. Very short-cut military-style hair. He has what appears to be a couple of different dragon heads on his armor, all of which are chromatic in color.
Oh. Oh boy.
Okay, now I have to go through my notes.
Oh, I don't think Sonia knows him.
Oh, Aaron Thor does.
I could have swore I already had the website pinned, but whatever. It's pinned now.
Mammon, that was his name.
Mammon.
Well, I should say, does he look familiar to me?
He does.
Okay.
You played the same. You played the same character in that campaign.
Okay. Well, no, I just mean like this could be a different, because like I know he was recruiting for his temple.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
So
no, it is very clearly the same individual.
Okay. And the spelling of his name, is it Mammon?
No. Hold on. Let me get my notes pulled up real fast.
Yeah, because I realized I spelled it two different ways in my book notes.
Mamun.
Mun. Okay.
Oh. So,
let's see.
How do you pronounce it?
Mammon, I think.
Weird. Okay, so it's having some problems reading that. I have an older picture, however. So I will dump that into the chat in a memento.
Okay. I think Aaron Thor is gonna like unironically gasp and like step away from the
in Spanish.
Yeah.
Gasp
in Spanish.
Gasp.
Gasp.
And stand up and be like,
Mammon,
my friend. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that a George drawing?
That is a George drawing. Well, a George sketch, so. Yes.
Nice.
So he he spots both Asonia and Aaron Thor, and he nods politely.
Hey, you're being what's the word? You're being shy, my friend. Bring it in. I'm gonna go up and give him a big old man hug.
Okay, so no.
No
No.
hugging? Are you sure?
A firm handshake will do.
All right. He put his hand out.
Okay.
Jerome, was he with Erminia during the war, or did he stick with?
Oh no, he was
temple
there.
in South
Yes, he
Neverdale?
was definitely there for part of the war. Because if you
Okay,
guys
so I
remember,
would've-
you had to liberate South Nemerdale at one point,
Right.
which is where his
Oh.
church was set up.
Right. Okay, so I would recognize him then.
Yes.
All right, I'll give him a nod.
Okay. And so he, gives Aaron Thor a firm handshake, and he says,
Yeah.
"I was not aware that you were in these particular parts."
Yeah. No, we are just passing through. But we are like, and I'll kind of gesture to the table. We are the council that rules Branagh Tor.
You rule a property.
Yes. We protect it. We keep it safe. It is an up and coming starter. It is fantastic.
You are not the treasurer, correct?
No. Why do you ask?
I still hear stories in South Nemerdale about your overt generosity. You're not with the Fellowship of the Red Crest anymore?
No. We've gone our own separate ways. Still the best of friends, but Diantos calls me in other directions. Where
I
there
see.
is people in need, Erendor is there. Or on the way, at least.
I see.
And you are far from home, sir. What brings you to the north?
Missionary work.
I see. Is it going well?
It is.
Hey, it
we
is
have
good
had
news, my friend.
several converts in and around Theria.
Huh.
Men and women seeking a strong god.
Please feel free to join our breakfast conversation and our meal if you so desire.
So he pauses for a moment and looks around. He says, "Perhaps. Let me get my own drink first, and I will meet you momentarily."
This is good reunion.
And so he goes up and makes a separate order with the bartender, specifically just for a drink because you already got some food laid out.
He doesn't trust our drinks. We try to spike them with goodness.
So while he's up getting a drink, Quaid will like lean into the table and be like, "So, who is he? How do you know him?"
I met him. There was a town, South Nimrodil, that was being besieged by orcs. In fact, the leader of that band was, I think, the leader of all of the orcs or something. But anyway, he's like most of us. He comes from another place, but he was hoping to establish a church to his goddess. And he agreed to help us as long as the city agreed to erect a shrine or a chapel for his god. And so, yes, he helped us fight back the orc menace. We totally blew their heads off, and we've been best friends ever since.
He is a close companion of Her Majesty Queen Erminia. They follow the same deity.
Oh, I did not know that.
So he finds his way and he sits down with his drink and he kind of pokes at some of the food that you've got out there, just examining it first, just to see what's all there.
Have you been long in town? Does he have a title?
You could call
Father?
You could call him father. That would be appropriate. But Mammon is just fine.
Okay.
That's probably one of the only modest things you could say about him. He doesn't really
Stand on
care.
ceremony.
Yeah, not that.
Mhm.
He's a cleric, but he's clearly more of like a war cleric sort of thing.
Yeah.
He says, "No, I actually just got into town not more than maybe 30 minutes ago."
Oh, welcome indeed.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
this is great timing, my friend. This is the place of reunitings, and there is an offer for that hug when you're ready for it.
I see. I will pass,
Okay,
but
just
I
let
give
you
you
know.
my thanks.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
I will gesture to him and introduce him to the group as Mammon, cleric of Tiamat. If you would all like to introduce yourselves, and we can share whatever information you feel appropriate about yourself.
Quaid
Well-
McGinnis. Pleasure.
And he nods.
I'm Zara. I'm your local foodie and druid.
Did you say foodie and druid?
Yeah. Pies, cakes, food.
Interesting. Not a combination I would have assumed.
She takes a bite of a sweet.
Okay. So he glances to both Griffith and Follis if they introduce themselves. If they don't, then
Hello, my name is Forrest.
Did you
And
do you
I
take
am-
off the feed bag when you say that, or do you just stay it from inside the bag?
I don't have a feedback.
I'm just saying that would have been funny. The feed
The
bag
feed
just
bag
kind
is
of lifts up,
rhetorical.
and you just hear like a muffled "hello." And then Griffith
And-
introduced himself.
Yes, I
Okay.
am Griffith Parnor, priest and hunter of Dianthos.
I see. Well, it is a pleasure to make all of your acquaintances. Lady Sonia, might I have a word with you when you have a moment?
Certainly. Let us step aside.
So he stands back up at that point, carries his drink with him, pulls out his own fork and skewers like 2 of the sausage links to bring with as he's going to go talk. He just takes you like right outside. It's just right outside the door of the inn at that point.
And I'll pull my hood up.
Okay. He snickers at that. And he says, "Your queen is requesting an update."
Is requesting what?
An update.
Am I to give that to you or
You may.
communicate another way?
You may. I will be returning to Beale first. It was just fortuitous that I met you here.
Yes. We have had some clues as to the whereabouts of the item in question. We are they were given by the what is the word? Augury? No. What is she called? The seer. And are rather cryptic. So while we attempt to decipher the clues, we have also pursued another avenue.
It's this kingdom or land that you are apparently a co-owner of.
In a way, yes. There are some ruins there that speak of ancient documents, and we've gone in pursuit of some of those. Led us to the fields of Larnwick and a what is he called?
The Lich.
Yes, Lich. Thank you. At first, I thought you said glitch, and I was like, "Yep."
He's a son of a glitch.
Led us to a lich with some knowledge on the ancient documents that we're looking at. He has taken residence near our stronghold.
I'm
So
sorry, repeat that again. You are housing a lich?
yes, I mean he's a sort of a neighbor. But he's some sort of a wizard.
As liches are wont to be.
Right. But we think he may be able to help us decode some of the old documents. We've had some other clues that we are still researching. So
I am not
nothing
speaking
concrete as
I'm
of
not
yet.
speaking on behalf of the queen. I would never presume to be so ignorant. But know that the pressure is on. The orcs have already begun making their way through the South Pass.
We have seen some of them in the north as well.
I'm not surprised. So the war is afoot at this point, and your queen needs more than the randomness that you're giving me at this point. I understand that you are doing research, and that research is not easy. I will neglect to mention the lich as of this point. I don't know if that would draw more concern and her attention elsewhere.
I see. But in the interest of protecting the kingdom is the reason that we are establishing this stronghold
So
against.
you're protecting the north even beyond Kaer Lornak?
Do we wish for the orcs to make their way east and then south?
I'm not a tactician of that nature, but I believe I understand what it is that you're doing.
We've also
you will want to make it count.
in our encounter with these orcs leads me to believe that there is more to them than their simple warlike philosophy.
We have seen that already. They're using tactics that go far beyond simple barbarian hordes and menial horseback tactics. From what I have been told, they are very unified and they are in possession of siege weapons as well.
The information that we've received is they have some kind
They're outside.
of.
Sorry, Griffith.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I mean, if you want to whisper it to me out of character, I wouldn't mind.
I
if
think
I've
we were
missed anything.
we were also aware that like they were escaping into the Feywild as well. Like, didn't we track them to the Feywild?
Yeah, they at least went there and maybe through it.
We tracked them to the Time Bowl. which
Yeah.
may or may not have a crossing to the Feywild, but those aren't the same things.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we know anything about the territory of the Feywild? Is this the only area that is associated with it, or is there more?
It's the only one that you're currently aware of.
Okay.
That might be a question for Abby when Abby is here again.
Is there anything else that I should know?
No, not as of this point. I don't recall his familiar nature with you, but Lord Iwamatsu is leading the defense in the south.
I'm heartened to hear that. He is, in essence, a godfather.
I see.
To my family.
I see. Well, the sooner you can resolve this matter or come up with concrete facts that we might send additional forces out, the better.
We have also been told by our neighbor that there are more than just 3 items of power.
And how did you came about this information from a lich? I would consider that dubious.
Well, be that as it may, we will continue to investigate.
Yes, you should. In fact, let me take the initiative and indicate that any more reports that you have for the Queen, send them to me directly. There'll be a faster turnaround time.
Shall I reach out to you in South Neverdale or elsewhere?
If you find yourself in the region, please do. But by Carrier Hawk or Raven is just as well. If you have some arcane measure.
I will do that.
So he extends his hand out to you again.
I'll shake his hand.
Okay. And he says, it was good seeing you again, Lady Asonia.
May your goddess so
treat you well.
Thank you. And likewise. Are you off so quickly?
I have other things that I need to do, and since I happenstanced upon your position here, that clears me up for other things I need to look into here. I
see.
Get a room later.
Very well. Godspeed.
So he nods again, and at that point he walks off. He actually flags 2 guys who just happen to be standing around nearby in, basic ceremony robes and some simple garb, but the primary thing is they have that medallion of the chromatic dragon, the head's kind of curling up into a gem.
I will step back inside the inn.
Okay.
And help myself to a drink.
Alrighty.
Where is Mammon?
He has decided to attend to some other business. He wished for an update on our mission.
Oh, I didn't realize he was aware of our mission.
I wasn't either, but it stands to reason that he would be a representative of our client.
Wait, have you told us who the client is before? I can't remember.
I think I mentioned it before, but in case anyone's listening, probably ought not to be.
Okay, cryptic. I like it.
Overt in here.
Secret mission. I see. Well, this makes this juicier. Oh well.
So is anybody doing anything else? Or are you just waiting until it is time for your meeting?
Basically, just waiting.
Polis is going to walk around town.
Yeah.
Buy some potions.
No.
Griffith is going to try to do research, see if he can find the oldest temples or the something. Well, the Great Library apparently is excellent here too. So probably we'll start with that. We'll start with the Great Library, doing research, looking for historical information about the previous pantheons.
Okay. So Griffith, when you approach the Great Library, there are a couple guards here. There is somebody at the front desk, and when you come in and present yourself,
We demand
the
to see your library card.
the person at the front desk looks at you. I don't want to say he's scrawny, but he definitely looks like he's more educated than he is physically strong. And looks to you and he says, I'm sorry, sir. Who are you?
Yes, I am Griffith Parnor, one of the new lords of Brannock Tor. I come seeking information about the past cultures of the area.
Hmm. And do you have a pass to enter?
I do not. How may I obtain one?
Those are usually given from Lady Serentis herself, or barring that, her seneschal.
Is it possible to request research without entering?
No, unfortunately not. We have other individuals inside, and we must monitor and maintain the integrity of this ancient library.
Well, perhaps you'll give me a moment of your time. Do you know if there is information pertaining to the previous gods and pantheons of the cultures that existed before ours here? Is that something that you know is in this library?
I cannot say for specific certainty, but most of the uh, more well-known topics are indexed. I would imagine that there is at least some of that information present. The ancient culture in which this building in this city stands did document quite a bit. They were very fluent.
Well, that gives me hope for finding what I'm looking for. I actually am accompanying others to a meeting with Lady Serantis this afternoon. I will obtain permission from her to enter. Thank you very much for the information.
Oh, very good, very good. As soon as you are able to present a particular day pass, we will be happy to assist you, sir.
Thank you very much. Is there potential for receiving a pass that would allow me to enter more often, or that is not just a day pass?
Generally, no. Again, most of the items here are limited to unique in nature, and we try to keep them in the best shape as possible.
Certainly,
But again, I am a servant of our queen, so I'd imagine you could take that up the chain of command.
Certainly, but normally a person has to get permission for each time they want to access the information.
That is correct. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much.
Might I suggest that while you're seeking a day pass, perhaps you put in, once you obtain that, put in a request for copies?
A request for copies.
Correct. If you find a particular topic that one of our scribes could research on your behalf, we could, for a nominal fee, put that down in a tome of your choosing.
So a service you're offering or potentially offering is to make duplicates of information that I find so I can take it with me.
Correct. It does take some time, but as you said Brannock Tor, that is only a few days away. wouldn't be too much trouble to send a rider out that way with whatever we find at a later date.
Well, that's very excellent information, and I will certainly make use of that once I find what I'm looking for.
Very good, sir.
Thank you very much. And we'll move on.
Okay. So at that point, then, everybody, if you're going, that is, the meeting with Lady Sorrentus at this point, Queen Sorrentus. You guys are, anybody who happens to be there. I'm going to assume everybody, unless that you specifically avoided it. It's in the throne room at this point. She has a couple of chairs set out for anybody who might need them. Pillows available for Follis. A lovely husband pillow to go with it all.
Husband pillow, huh?
Well, that's what they're called. So we got Shelly asking if anybody needs a reroll. Just a heads up.
Not for this conversation, but maybe in a little bit.
You
I'm
never
ready to look
know.
at this conversation.
How badly are we expecting this conversation to go?
No.
Yeah.
Depends on if she offers drink or not.
Oh God.
Again, she's there. There's obviously some guards in the hall with all of you. And she smiles and motions to the chairs that are currently present. And she says, Lady Serapio, you were back so soon, and I was told that you wish to appraise us of your, I guess, ongoings in Brannock Tor?
Yes. We thought since we are in the area, it would be prudent to give you an update as to our progress.
Very well. The floor is yours then.
And I'll look around the table and say, if anyone would like to speak up, you are welcome to. But we have, actually, I'm going to say, wait, do we have a list of what everybody's job is? I forgot.
We did have one, but I don't know if it was pinned or not.
Yeah, let me look because I wrote it up at some point. But
Yeah, I remember that.
Cool.
So
Would it be in the notes or the regular?
well, I have.
oh, I found it. It's on 4.2. So treasurer is Alamora, Aranthar is marshal, Follis is warden, Griffith is high priest, I'm chancellor, whatever it is. Quaid is spy master. We don't have a magister, and then Sonia, of course, is the lead.
Um,
I will write this and post it. I posted it again in the notes. I'm going to go ahead and Jerome, can you pin that in the D&D notes so we have it listed?
Yeah. That
Please.
one right there?
Yep.
Okay. Pinned.
Gracias.
well, so Brittany's going to try and remember what we got so far. So we have, we are starting to rebuild the fortress. We've got the town up and running, several thriving businesses, and the town is progressing nicely. We have several farms,
Mhm.
and we have recently invited Clan Falconius to establish a trading post on the
Oh,
property.
I see. Duskwood got to you as well, huh?
He's making his rounds.
He has been a good ally so far.
He
We've
is
also,
certainly influential. I will give him that.
we have also discovered a temple, a lost temple to Serenre in our territory. We have been researching, and hopefully, once our settlement is more stable, at least I would like to perhaps work on a recovery effort for the temple. But we have found
For Sarenrae?
it is a beautiful building, and yes, and we have found a lot of historic,
Documents.
yes, ledgers and notes and things about the previous civilizations, and it has been very eye-opening.
But you're a worshiper of Dianthos, correct?
Yes.
Just find it fascinating you're wanting to support another deity. Far be it for me to say anything, but that's fine.
Well, I mean, Dianthos is number one up there, but you know, Serenre is a good goddess, worthy of worship, and I think it would do good to have that beautiful temple, beautiful once again.
Perhaps I am vaguely familiar with her. There were some iconography around the town that we would later identify when we were rebuilding through the library of who and what she was.
Mhm.
Have any of you heard any more word of the orc armies?
We did have an encounter when we were first heading down to settle town. We had a skirmish that ended in something of a draw. They seemed to have retreated into the Tynewold, which could be alarming.
An area we know very little about.
Indeed.
They managed to get there by heading first north through the high Kern Plateau, and then they headed west. It's like they had that planned out. Another thing, which I've never seen, orcs are working with other races. Trolls, goblins. Never seen that before. And they're all organized. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, that is the problem from the reports we're hearing from the south. They're very well organized, very well trained. They're not anywhere near as bestial as we had expected them. And so, from what I understand, the the prefecture is having trouble repelling their forces, although they would never openly admit that.
We don't know how accurate and reliable the information is, but it seems they've established some kind of cultural center with some kind of educational centers as well. They are
Wow.
learning and
Mhm.
teaching each other.
Learning tactics. Yep.
That's very interesting.
And concerning. I mean,
No, it completely is, because if we fall prey to the hubris that others have had and we misjudge them, it's going to be our end.
mhm.
My thought is they discovered some kind of ruins with more intact information. I mean, we have the example of the ruined temple in the area of Brannock Tor. If there were more ruins farther west that had educational and knowledge materials available, they may have made use of old knowledge.
I would not be surprised. But if this is something that you can obtain more information on, I would pay for that. Was there anything else?
On a personal note, because we are attempting to research the old gods and their connection to the information we've dug up so far, I am told I need to ask permission from you or your seneschal to enter the Great Library and research. Could I please request that access?
I can grant you a day pass, of course.
Excellent. Awesome.
Thank you very much. Your Majesty, I appreciate it.
Of course, you have at least proven yourself apt at cooking. It would be interesting to see how well you are at researching.
Excellent at both, I'm sure. Mhm.
And
Well-
how go the efforts on your end, Your Majesty?
Derry is still a mess and is only getting worse as the day grows long.
Are
So
there
we still see refugees flowing in.
Political candidates making their way to the top? Or
There
is it
does
too soon
appear
to
to
say?
be one, yes. I do not have his name as of yet, but to no surprise, from what I am told, he comes from a merchant background.
Does it present cause for worry?
If my hunch is correct, no. Really, the big concern I have as of this point is stemming the flow of refugees. I have no problem growing my kingdom, but I cannot have a stream of individuals coming in and taxing our economy.
Could they be put to work reliably?
I'm sure some of them can, but some are under other debts. Some come with virtually nothing. Some come as sick. So it's difficult to catalog all of them and then determine their skills truthfully. Most are desperate and they're willing to lie and say that they can do things when they really can't.
What is your current disposition of these individuals? How are you housing or handling them now?
Well, as of this point, we have roughly 20 to 30 now in a small tented area out on the eastern side of the town, just outside the wall.
Brennick Tor has considerable space. I think I can say, based on my time with my companions, that we could offer the space to house these people, though we're still short on amenities.
Resources?
Supplies.
Yeah, I appreciate your offer, but keep in mind, if I market your location as a better place to go,
Favoritism.
no, I'm not concerned so much about that. I'm concerned about your stores. You haven't even had the capability to build up for the winter yet, and you're inviting a small village at this point to cohabitate your location. That may tax the ones that are currently there and cause even more strife. Plus,
There is that.
Most of the individuals who have come through, they have nothing to their name. So I appreciate the offer. Perhaps come back in a month to see how it has fared and how they have fared, and then perhaps spread word that
We definitely wish to be a city that can take in the less fortunate.
Oh, I fully understand and I agree with you, but there's also limits. And I have to be concerned about that, and given your disposition, I have to be concerned for you as well. I don't think you can take that big of an influx of individual. Far be it for me to say what your kingdom can and can't, or your barony can or can't do. But if you took them all in at once, word will spread quickly. And my refugee crisis will quickly become yours.
Well, we will continue to build toward an infrastructure that can handle those kind of demands.
Was there anything else I could assist any of you with? Or anything else you wish to say?
Thank you for your wisdom.
Of course.
It is invaluable. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. And she stands at this point and she says, good luck with you on whatever business brings you to town. Thank you for the updates. And should you see any sign of the orc army, do send notice right away.
We will. Thank you. Thank you again.
Stand up and I'll bow.
Okay.
Yeah.
She nods politely back to everyone. Yep. And they see you out of the Great Hall.
Insofar as sending word, who do you wish us to send word to? Specifically, if I use divine magic to pass information, it has to go to an individual. Mm-hmm. Who would you like to receive that information?
Why don't you send that to my seneschal?
And have we met him?
You would have met him at the party.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you the name later, but yeah, you would have met him at the party. Oh, man. I didn't mean to click on this.
Uh-oh.
Give me a moment, guys.
Boom. The nuke goes off.
You're not far off from that. Fallout Shelter's loading in the background right now because I accidentally clicked on it.
Oh, how funny.
Thought somebody sent you a note about your wagon's extended warranty.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm way behind on that. Oh, come on, hurry up.
It's parked safely. I don't need a warranty.
They're briefly going to hear the load up screen and whatnot happen here pretty quick. So at any rate, I can still hear you.
So I guess at this point, we are going to send Griffith off to the library, and then
get ready to head out.
I'll start getting some supplies together.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we want to do any recruiting work while we are still here, or if we want to just wait till after.
We've got all up to you guys. Okay, hurry up. Let me get this closed out.
Well, as the Queen just pointed out, bringing more people to our territory without building up the infrastructure may prove difficult on the resources.
If we can bring people to do specific jobs, I think that's going to be okay. But bringing in people that may or may not be able to contribute to the welfare of the barony.
Like bringing 30 is different from bringing 3,000.
What to do is put word out. Do you have a trade? Come this way.
And we're not headed directly back home anyway. They'd have to come with us on an entire trip up north.
No, they would not.
Or at least stay here, or perhaps
We have a man in
Right,
Brannock Tor
right.
exactly for this. They can go talk to Maven.
that's fair.
They'd just be traveling on their own.
Yes.
They could go with the Falconius.
The traders are traveling all the time by themselves.
They
Well,
could they could join a trade party.
And if they gathered along with the caravan with Clan Falconius, then
Right.
there will be guards. They will not be traveling on their own.
Perhaps they could even hire on for the trip.
Well, it depends if we are. But yeah, we can worry about that once our current business is done.
All right. So then we're gonna skip through this so we can keep the game going here. Griffith does research. Why don't you give me two? Give me two rolls here. We are gonna want religion. Since that's what you were looking up specifically.
All right, let's see here. Let me. No space. Let's see here. So both of them are religion?
Yes.
So the first one is a 7 and the second one is a 12.
Okay. So you are having difficulty sussing through the documentation and just getting generally overwhelmed. Most of it is due to the language of it. You can basically read it, but it's like never having actually read the King James version of the Bible before. And you're used to just regular everyday English. There's a lot of these, a lot of thous, a lot of whatever in there, and it's just really throwing you off.
How does our cleric have a -1 on religion rolls?
Religion's an intelligence. It's
But
not a wisdom.
Yeah, but proficiency.
It's got an interesting background.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
He wasn't raised in a church or anything.
He was YouTube church.
The church,
No.
the Church of Timu.
Nope.
he was ordained online.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Does Dianthos have a lot of online nature churches?
Ironic.
Yeah, they're usually marketed as like, get one with nature, trail hikes, and
Oh god, she's a
weekend
nature influencer.
getaways, that sort of thing.
From the comfort of your own computer.
That's right.
Don't trust the oats at the local place. Come and get them at the Church of Dianthos. Visit your local kiosk in a pond.
So what do you, since you can have somebody do research for you here and send it, what are you asking them for? What are you asking the people of the library to do for you specifically?
Well, ultimately, I'm looking for basically the names of the gods in the pantheon related to our ruined temple. So the general group of gods that are worshipped, and hopefully their iconography.
Thank you for the raid. We're getting raided for 7.
Ooh.
The orcs are coming.
Oh noes. Let's see, where do they go? Got all these. I know. Oh, here we go. Perfect. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so they will get right on that. You just need to pay them a gold, which basically covers the transportation and the tome.
Shipping and handling.
Would
Kind
they?
of, yeah.
Would they accept an extra gold for like putting more people on it or more thorough research?
To expedite, essentially.
Well, not necessarily to expedite, but to be as thorough as possible.
Sure. I mean, if that's what
Yep.
you want to do, yeah. It's money that helps keep the lights on, so to speak. So yeah. So give them a second gold, and they will look that over.
Yep, I will do that. All right, -2. There we
Anybody
go.
else doing anything for the evening before you head out?
I'm going to spend some extra time in prayer and meditation to see if I get any divine assistance on our quest.
Okay. Anybody else do anything?
Quaid will be making sure to keep a decent distance from Asonia, but he'll be in the shadows and watching to see if anybody is like watching her. He'll be like kind of a stealthy guard.
Sneaky. Why don't you go ahead and give me a stealth check?
Interesting.
Okay.
Very sneaky.
Very sneaky, sir.
After they leave the palace, household, whatever it is, Folus leaves the group, heads into town.
Okay.
28.
I think that's pretty good.
Jeez.
What is Polis doing specifically?
Just wandering the town.
Okay, wandering the town.
Not trying to achieve anything. He's just separate from the group.
He's gonna be like he's gonna be like, what's his name from Pulp Fiction? He's just gonna wander the earth.
Walk the earth.
Yeah.
They have a name for that. It's called a bum.
He's gonna go
Aaron
check
Thor
out
doing
armor.
anything? Zara doing anything?
Aaron Thor is going to go and try to use his any spell slots or any of his like lay on hands to just kind of like go amongst like the refugees, any people that are diseased or any people that are hurt, just kind of go and try to give them some relief.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
That was something. Folus is going to check out an armorer and find out about horse barding.
Okay.
Gonna get the town colors, huh?
Something about town colors.
Is Zara gonna work on
the
her
town
on her
colors.
reputation?
Just gonna go around and just make sure people have extra pastry here and there and a little bit of extra food to just pass around the joy and
So you're gonna
He's gonna do some laying on of hands.
yeah.
Is she gonna follow Aaron Thor then?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Why not?
That will work. So that is a big hit with the less fortunate for sure. And
if you were to armor Folus, you'd have to buy half a suit of human armor and then a horse barding set of armor.
Pretty much, yeah. So if you want to look that up for me, by all means, please.
I'm not buying it. He's just curious.
window shopping.
He's a barbarian, so he's just like, huh, armor, how does that work?
Okay.
It's in the book. Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah, I mean, where'd my book go? I think my book is upstairs.
I have no idea. Where did you?
I'll go find it.
Let's see.
So then, all right. So everybody has something that they're doing. Foles is getting his book to go look stuff up. Some guys are helping. Some guys are watching. All right, Asonia. Oh, speaking of which, Zara.
Yes.
There is a in the city square.
Mhm.
It looks like it probably was like a fence post or something to tie your horses off with at one point, but it's
Okay.
been broken down. So somebody's repurposed a part of the post, and it has a basket at the bottom, and it looks like it has a bunch of crumbs, like pastries were in there at one point, and it's sketchy. It's it looks like the sign that's posted on it. Somebody did their best to get the spelling right, but they're offerings to the Lady of the Last Crumb.
It's hilarious. And she'll look at the basket and she'll just, is there stuff in there?
Not anymore. There's crumbs. Like it looks like
Okay.
what happens is some people pass by and they'll like put a pastry in there or something, and
That's
it's kind
funny.
of like leave a pastry, eat a pastry.
Take a
All right.
pastry.
I'm gonna add. I'm gonna go ahead and add a few extra into there,
Okay,
just to refill it and just skip around.
sure. Okay.
By the end of this campaign, Zara will have like gotten so
I'll have
many
a following.
followers, she'll like attain godlike
gonna have a cult.
status. Yeah, exactly.
It's just nice to leave presents behind, okay?
She's gonna be the fantasy Julia Child, but like
Isn't
way
that a
better
wonderful
looking.
thing?
You know, gonna leave a little pie on their bum.
All right. So Asonia, you commence with your prayer.
And I forgot there probably is an actual church.
It is under
or shrine
construction.
here.
They do have a like a monument
Okay,
currently.
so I might as well go there.
Yeah, no problem. And eventually, your world starts to go gray.
All right, I will look around.
Okay, you obviously things get much quieter. You're used to this by this point. And then you
Also,
hear.
do I see Quaid at all? Do I know that he's there?
You could certainly try. Got to be at 28.
I mean, did he make himself known, or is he just?
No, he's hiding.
Oh no, he didn't tell you that
Yeah,
he's doing
Okay.
this.
he's
That's fine
sneaky to
She would have no reason to look for him.
Yep. Okay.
I just wondered if he was like, if he was purposely hiding from her or not.
So
that's fine.
you hear footsteps along the ground, like the dirt and a little bit of gravel crunching underneath foot.
I will walk in that direction.
Okay. And so you end up seeing him like staring at a post, and he says, "Who is the Lady of the Last Crumb?"
I don't know. I think I've heard that name before.
I've started to see this name appear around town. It's tied to pastries.
Maybe it's a new shop.
That would be a great shop name.
So he kind of shrugs and he says, "So what's on your mind? How can I assist?"
Yes, had a visit today from a representative of the Queen asking about progress. Uh, it worries me, not just for the welfare of the kingdom, of course, but um, I really don't want to find this book. I'm worried about what it might do to Her Majesty.
I understand. But have you offered alternatives?
We are looking for alternatives, but every turn is more mystery.
And what of the fabled items?
Well, our new wizard friend pointed out that one of them, not one of the three, but another item of power, has been in possession of Sir Aranthor for some time.
Interesting. How many of them are there supposed to be?
I think he said 9, unless I just made that up, but I'm pretty sure it was 9.
9. It's fascinating. I haven't heard of any more than the 3 that you have mentioned. How is it that is there something that they have in common? Is there a trait that you could perhaps track down that would help you identify some of the others? Something they share with one another?
Um, I don't know. Some magical properties that can't be that uncommon.
Well, perhaps that's where you should research next, especially if one was already within your midst. That was good fortune.
So maybe seek out the history of that item and trace its
I mean,
provenance.
it stands to reason that they were created at the same time, or at least by the same hand. Perhaps there's a divine energy or something that they emanate. If they're that type of item, might help you. Again, it might help you track the others, or at least track clues.
Suppose that's worth looking into as much as anything else.
But I should warn you, the Whispered One has learned of the Book of the Damned.
No doubt he is also sending his agents to find it.
Correct. And a particularly powerful one is behind that as of this point. He is a Death Knight.
What is a Death Knight?
They are similar to liches, but they are powerful martial individuals who survive beyond death. He was a worshiper of Magain, so I am vaguely familiar with the individual. However, he turned his back on Magain, from my understanding, very noticeably, and has been operating under the aegis of the Whispered One.
What is his name?
Can you not do that? Thank you. Loud. She climbed
Cat's
she
cat
climbed
man.
yeah, she climbed right on top of my bag. And then because I can hear extra because I have my headphones plugged into the my Yeti microphone, I heard it back there, and then I heard it in here as well. And I'm like, good Lord, that's loud. But yes, he says the individual's name is Pyrrhic the Kinslayer.
Pyrrhic, Pyrric.
Pyrrik, but close enough.
Sounds like a lovely individual.
He was a paladin in life, but he was unrepentant in life, and that is how he became a creature of death. And he served Megain for some time until his own selfish needs drove him elsewhere.
Do you know where he's looking?
We believe that he is currently looking somewhere west of the mountains. There are ruins over there. I believe some may be from the Republic of Kadan, and I think he's attempting to access any clues he can find there.
Oh dear. That is someplace that we had wanted to look as well. For the book or for other materials.
Well, trust your faith and your gut. I do believe that you are close to something. Your discovery of the temple to Sarenrae was also fortuitous.
Because of the library there.
Correct.
So we should continue to catalog those materials.
Or perhaps search for clues that may lead you elsewhere. I think you have perhaps reached as much as you can with that temple. But this Republic of Kadan, as far as I can tell, I have snooped on your friend's private library at times. And the city-state of Denapenic seems to be tied to it somehow.
Should we look at the library at Denapenics?
I think it's a good enough clue. Keep in mind that you will probably need to give something to the librarian there.
Gideon.
Correct.
Yes, perhaps he remembers something. Well, we already asked him about the Book of the Damned.
Well, correct. He may not know much about the Book of the Damned, but perhaps he's more of a resource now that you have discovered the Republic of Kadan.
All right. And I suppose we should make our way there.
And so he
How
props himself up on a bit of like sidewall and just kind of sits and dangles his legs, in the air. And keep in mind, for those of you who haven't heard the description or unfamiliar with him, he is a solar.
a what?
Oh, what?
Oh, he's an angel. Like a super buff angel.
Yeah, basically he has like bronze skin with long white hair.
How many divine apps does he have for the notes?
I'll tell you what, Aaron Thor, since you're the one that really wants to know these things, why don't you go ahead and roll a D100?
Oh, it's
Oh,
not Aaron
Lord.
Thor. It's Aaron Thor. I don't even know. Like, oh no, I think he's aware of this creature, but like, I don't think S1 has ever said anything about him. So Aaron Thor has no idea.
Hmm.
Wow, 78.
Yep. So 78 divine abs.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Just
You know what the scariest part is? It's not even perfect. He could technically have more.
There's always room for improvement.
those are rookie numbers.
Yeah.
You gotta pump those up.
It's like a giraffe. His torso is just really long.
Yep.
It's a
Oh gosh.
You need all the
So,
naps.
Asonia, he says, may I ask you a question?
Of course.
You have seemed rather flustered lately.
Well, yes,
He says, is it that boy you traveled with for some time?
it is. He showed up with his band at Tor Brannock or Brannock Tor, and the encounter did not go well.
Judging by your demeanor, I would say that's an understatement. Why are you so concerned?
Instead of
Is it because
speaking
you
with him,
like him?
Oh boy.
I thought I did.
You thought?
At this point, my thoughts are so complicated. I don't know anymore, and there have been repercussions, and so I'm more concerned with um, the damage that is happening to my people, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I hope to get out of this apology, even if I'm honest.
Honesty always works. Keep in mind there's always room for a little love.
I don't know what you mean.
Love is what drove you far north to find your family. Was it not?
Of course.
And you were in a time of war and clearly behind enemy lines. So, dare I say, even worse.
Well, family is different.
Is it?
And there was justice involved.
Of course, we cannot forget about justice. Nice deflection, but we can't forget about justice.
So you're saying
I'm saying don't close yourself off despite everything going on around you. For the past 2 years, this has been nothing but fighting, struggle, and support of your queen, and doing the will that your goddess asks of you.
well, the stakes are so high, anything personal nature seems irresponsible and frivolous.
I understand, but consider it nonetheless, whether it be with this boy or somebody else.
I will think on your words.
So he taps your forehead and he says, yes, you should do that. And then he just smiles. And not to poke fun, but look at how your queen struggles. And she has the weight of a kingdom on her back. It's just something to consider.
I would think that most of her troubles are the cause of her benefactor. But
correct, but she's mostly alone.
how is my family and
They're fine.
Lord Iwamatsu?
Not quite as fine. They struggle mightily at the southern border. Although they are doing a service to their kingdom in nothing short of amazing, they're typically still outnumbered anywhere between 3 to 4 to 1.
Is there anything we can do?
Find the items. Barring that, find the other agents of the Whispered One. If you can do both at the same time, you're going to be accomplishing something. He's behind everything, pulling those strings. We understand that there's other issues at hand with the orc army of Azurg. But if you could at least do that much, we should see some improvement somewhere.
We can find the items of power. That's all.
Or at least thwart some of the agents of the Whispered One.
All right.
And like you said, you already have one.
So it would seem. Well, thank you for your wisdom.
Of course. Travel safe.
I will try.
So he nods politely and he looks back down at the basket and kind of shakes his head and walks around a corner, and then everything starts to gain color again. And Quaid, as you happen to be watching that, like in an instant, she's just poof, gone. It didn't even look like a spell effect either. Because you've like seen Dimension Door and you've heard of like teleportation.
Yeah.
There was just nothing. It's like somebody had the camera and then slit the person out of frame, and they're just not there anymore. Just like whoop.
So he's going to be like kind of frantically looking around and changing his position to see if he can reacquire where she's at.
Why don't you give me a perception check?
Okay.
I'm gonna need a 14 or higher.
Okay. $18.
Nice. Okay. So when you look around, you're trying to acquire sight on her. It was only a little difficult because of nightfall. You know, it's evening time at this point. But you do end up seeing her, and she's actually over by that like makeshift post that has a crudely scrawled sign that says, to the Lady of the Last Crumb.
Okay.
Which, like, distance-wise, it's maybe 15 yards and
Okay.
kind of around a corner.
Gotcha. Then he'll come out of hiding and then make his way at a casual pace over to her, so it's obvious that he's approaching.
Sure. Okay.
So she would probably be like leaning against the wall and like rubbing her temples maybe.
So then he'll approach, and seeing that, he goes, "How did you do that? I've never seen you do something like that before."
Sorry? Oh, hey. What are
Was
you
it
doing
magic?
here?
Keeping guard, being your spy master. You were at one place, and then you suddenly weren't, and you were right here. Do you have that type of magic? I've never seen you use it before.
No, I had a meeting. It's not my power, it's my lady's power.
The divine you follow.
Yes, she occasionally sees fit to send a messenger to help guide me.
So then you just talked to a divine messenger just now?
Yeah.
What did they say? Can you say?
Well, he said that the Whispered One has agents pulling strings all over the kingdom, all over the map, frankly. He said that one of them is actively looking for the Book of the Damned, and he is looking for it in the shoot, I forgot what the place was called. I was just looking for it in my notes and I didn't get a chance to find it yet. The ruins of the... Help me out, guys.
Sorry, what was the thing you were saying?
The place. The old place.
Oh, yes, the Republic of Kadan.
Oh, Republic.
Yeah,
there
the...
I was going through the notes myself to see, like, wait, how do we spell Kadan?
Yeah, Jerome, how do we spell Kadan?
Kadhan.
Oh.
Did you need me to spell public?
I got that one.
Okay, cool.
Thanks. He suggested finding and taking out the agents of the Whispered One will greatly ease the tensions that are causing issues around the kingdom, and or continuing to search for the items of power. And I mentioned to him that we've been told that Aranthor possesses one of them, and he suggested that they may be related to each other in some history or origin, so that if we can find out more about Aranthor's weapon, perhaps we can find the link between all the items of power.
I thought the Lich told us that, well, at least according to what he knew, each one was made by a god for a champion.
Oh, he did say that.
So they'll all be godlike, but not sure how you'd track that.
the messenger suggested doing some research at the library at Denipenix, which I've been to before. It's an interesting place, and its guardian is a relic of the ancient civilization that built the city. Very jealously guards the knowledge therein, so we should find something that we can offer him.
But you've been there before.
I
Okay.
wasn't doing. I've been to Denipenix. I helped excavate it, along with Her Majesty and, ironically, Heracred Falconius.
That guy's everywhere, isn't he?
It was a different time before any of us were famous.
Okay.
But it's not far from the mines where we picked you up. Perhaps we should make that part of our journey sooner than later.
And these agents of the Whispered One, do we know any of them? Did he describe who they are?
I only know the one who is currently looking for the Book of the Damned. He's called a Death Knight, a former paladin of Megain. He's called Pyrrhic the Kinslayer.
So he doesn't follow Megain anymore.
No. His selfishness led him to the Whispered One.
He's not going to be any joke. Megain doesn't pick people lightly.
Are you familiar with Megain?
I've recently learned that she's chosen me. The life that I had before, I thought it was like many, even a few of you, where you came from a different world and then just appeared here in the Splinter Winds. I thought that's what happened to me, but I learned from her. She gave me a vision and explained that I used to be a different person, but I died. And now I have Quaid's body.
Oh. Do you remember who you used to be?
She hasn't told me that yet. I think I have to do more, prove myself somehow. But
Wow.
I remember a few things. None of them really that good. I've done things, and I hope to atone. I'll go with you wherever you go. I'll fight anyone you need me to fight, no matter how strong they are. Don't hesitate to ask me.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your history.
What little I know.
We
But
all have unique burdens.
so, find the Whispered One's lieutenants and the items of power. We've got Denipenix. We haven't really talked to our lich friend that much about things. He's just been living on our land and not giving us any info.
We have had other matters at the forefront.
Something to do after you talk to Loverboy, I guess.
Loverboy.
By the way, do you like that guy, or is he more of a nuisance to you?
Honestly, I'm not sure. It's been a long time since we've actually spoken.
Well, I was drunk at the time, but you need his face punched. Let me know.
Thank you. I will take that under advisement.
You hear her neighing off in the distance.
The injustice.
You're a barbarian raging.
Somebody steps outside the tavern and says, "Ruka." For some reason, Bolus just goes.
Well, shall we see what the others are up to and make some plans for Denipenix while we're here in the north?
I'll follow where you lead.
Who is this Crumb person? Have you heard anything about that?
Who is Harry
Oh,
Crumb?
I
that
thought I saw a sign back at Brannock Tor, but
I'm not sure. Might be a myth, or somebody did something and made a name for themselves. I don't get why it's of the crumb, but
Oh. Interesting. All right. So I guess we will go find the others.
right.
Okay. So as you were going to go and find the others. Oh, thank you for the follow.
Nice.
So Zara, as you finish up, or as you and Aaron Thor finish up, you know, healing and passing out your little pastries and whatnot, you
Yep.
reach down into your bag,
Mm-hmm.
your bag of pastry goodies, and you find a single cruller.
Nice.
A what? A single what?
Cruller.
That's my favorite kind of donut.
Cruller.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a
Where
lot
did
like
I
a
get
donut.
that?
That's my favorite donut.
However, when you look at it, it sparkles.
Ooh.
Don't eat it.
Do I do an Alice in Wonderland and eat or to not to eat?
Does it say eat me?
Yeah. I don't want to waste a spell and identify on it. That'd be silly. I'll save it for later.
Okay. Sure.
I will put it back in my bag and save it for my own personal enjoyment later.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, everybody at this point meeting back up at the tavern, where you guys have got your room. I'm assuming you guys, if you wanted to get dinner, you can. I'll let you spend how much money you want on that.
So, before we come down to the common room for dinner, I'll gather everybody and I'll fill them in on the vision that I got.
Okay.
And the info. So, map wise, does it seem like Denipenix could be our next stop after we find what town did we say? What town that Heracret is in?
No, but I do have it.
I
Can you go
mean,
find Folus?
What's
He's
that?
staying away from the group.
oh yeah. I will ask
Because otherwise he does not
Griffith.
do it, so.
I will ask Griffith if he knows or if he's able to contact Folus. Because I don't know where, or if anybody hasn't seen him, then I'd ask Griffith to see if he could contact him.
I can certainly send him a message, yes. And he would have the ability to reply. It would be short, only a couple of sentences.
I don't think I have a map.
What do you wish me to say to him?
That I wish to have a meeting before we have dinner. Well, I suppose if he's coming for dinner, then I would like to discuss with the council before dinner or after dinner. I would like to discuss with the council tonight.
Very good. Let me cast my spell. I'll use sending to cast a spell to send a message to Folus.
Okay.
I won't figure out. It's not going to take 25 words. So Folus will hear in his head. We wish to have a council meeting tonight after supper. Will you be attending supper?
She says back, okay.
Okay.
So I would report to her that Folus has replied a positive that he will attend the meeting.
Thank you, friend.
And so yeah, he'll show up.
Okay. So yes, I will explain to the group. And oh yeah, my thought was I am not seeing a map. Wait. Okay, well, I don't see a map that has Appendix on it. So I will just ask Jerome, is it feasible for us to be, like, geographically, is it feasible for us to go to this Glen Sharrow Vale and then to Den Appendix?
I thought Den Appendix was the Fields of Larnwood.
Nope.
No.
No.
Had that wrong. Sorry.
It's okay. I have actually not apparently put that on the map.
Yeah, I was looking for it. I couldn't find it.
That was kind of silly.
There you go.
However,
I had associated the two, so I thought that was it. It's like, oh, we're going back there again. Okay.
so
There's a wagon we need to grab.
Here is the map. Let me get that over to you real fast in the Facebook chat. Boom. So that is the map, and if you are looking at the map, if you look at North Nimmerdale, which is right along the river there, Den Appendix is actually up to the northwest of there.
Oh, it's a lot further south than I thought it was.
Closer to the mountains.
Okay, so we are closer to the forest that's in the north part of the mountains.
Yeah, I think the T and
Yes.
the A in mountains is our western border in Brannock-Tor.
Okay. Okay, so perhaps we should go home first and speak with our lich and then depending on if he can A, teleport us there, or B, give us any further information about the items of power and or maybe the agents of the Whispered One or the other stuff that we've been studying. And then to Denipenics. Maybe he knows things about Denipenics.
Jerome, have we been to Denipenics? Is that a place where...
I don't believe you
No.
have, no.
I don't
Okay.
think so. Yeah,
Brittany
Abby and I
Kara
went
has.
there right before we
Yes.
went to the mines to pick up some Yahoos for our quest.
Oh, that's the same place where we got hired by a bunch of yahoos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all the way up in the mountains. That's why you have a bunch of yahoos. It's, the
I
echo.
thought Denipenics was way further north.
Nope.
Okay.
You probably thought that because your base of operations at that point had been like Bielfirst. And from Bielfirst, yes, it is very far north.
Maybe so. We didn't end up going into Theria for quite a while after that.
Correct.
Okay.
So we're talking about like the top of the H in Connaught on the map, that area. Ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the map is in
So-
the Facebook chat.
So
Yeah.
kind of like
Well, I have it blown up
on
in
the
one note, so.
on the
Okay.
other side of the mountains from.
Oh, no, I was checking the Discord for it. I was like, where is it?
I do have the map in Discord. You can check the pin section. Should be there too.
Oh, okay. So this is the same map. Okay, so Denipenics is... Okay.
It's like directly south of Brannock Tor across a bunch of mountains.
Yeah. I thought a map with Denipenics on it was put up somewhere. I was like, why can't
No,
find it?
unfortunately not. I
Okay.
apparently did not do that.
It's the hidden city is still hidden.
It's only
Right.
slightly excavated.
Right.
So have you guys had your meeting? Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. That is where we're going to pause for the evening then, for the game. And we need to do RP votes. So we're going to start off with Brittany.
I'm gonna go with Matt. He
Okay.
had some good scenes,
Okay.
uses of
George.
stuff.
I'm also going to go with Matt because he did the hardest thing ever, which is he went to the library.
And was turned away.
Oh, but then he got a special card.
Yeah.
Yep. And then rolled poorly. Dale.
I'm also gonna go with Matt. Yeah, he did some research, at least attempted to, and he kept following his goals. I like it.
Okay. Rachel.
Mine's a toss between Brittany and Matt. But I gotta go Matt too. Yeah, I was really impressed with your dedication towards that. That was really good, and we had valid questions and did your due diligence.
Okie dokie. Mike.
Brittany, because she did a lot.
She did too. Honorable mention.
And Matt.
I'm gonna go with Dale. I liked the background reveal.
Yeah.
Hasn't come out to the whole group yet, but I like
Yeah.
character development and background.
Okay, cool. So that means Matt gets our RP vote.
Yay.
So go ahead and write down 200 additional XP on your character.
Thank you very much.
sheet.
You earned it.
All right, so
Good.
our next game coming up is next week, and that is going to be Star Wars on July the 1st. Then we have Mythic Savannah on the 3rd, maybe. The 3rd and the 4th right now are kind of up in the air. Depends on. I'll let you guys know probably a little bit later on next week. Anticipate that we're going to play those games, but I may have something going on during that time frame. So
I'm probably out for both of them
okay, fine.
because I'll
Me too.
be out of town.
Oh, are you on your cruise?
No, I'm going to Flagstaff.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Sorry, the parade.
Yeah,
Parade.
for the port stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, nonetheless, so stay tuned for all that. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and the subs and the follows and the chatting. And we'll be back again next time. Good night, guys.
Good night.